This is Brian. This is another episode of Bachelor Survivorman. I've worked a 12-hour shift and I've had a few beers, and I'm watching Survivorman. And this is another night of survival as a bachelor. I have meager provisions in the first, when you're stuck in a survival situation, you really need to take stock in what you have to eat. But as a bachelor, that can be very challenging. I've got an aquarium, and right now these pacus are looking very tasty. I really don't have much to survive on, but I've grown attached to them, so I'm going to forego eating them unless I absolutely have to. So I'd better take stock of what I really do have. I've got enough to last 10 days if I have to, even these condiments here, if I have to have those, I can. I've got some leftover sloppy Joe from my girlfriend, but she won't be back for 4 or 5 days, so I have to really conserve that. And I've got some half and half and some olives. I just had some chicken broth. I've got some pistachio bread in here. That's from my girlfriend's mom. Frozen foods you always want to rely on, but all I have is frozen popsicles, nothing else. So you start to wonder how long can you survive. You can see I'm a little bit famished. I'm walking out to the backyard right now, and it's not looking good. I've got some popcorn, but the thing about popcorn is that's from like 2 weeks ago, and you don't know if it's fresh or not. And so if I have to, I'll cook that in a broth to kill any possible contaminants. It's been out here a while. I've got my Jack Russell Terrier that just ran outside. He's got some very muscular legs that I may have to cook up at some point, but it's actually it's good that he doesn't speak English at this point. I live on a 2-acre lot, and you can see the woods back there. A lot of coyotes. I'm going to stay in the fenced-in area. If I have to venture out there for food, I will, but in my weakened state, the coyotes might get the better of me. So I'm going to stay in the house for now. But I can tell you, though, that I am getting hungry. And the very first, Bailey, please, Bailey, I'm going to eat you. Bailey, I'm going to eat you. So please. Yeah, Bailey, you're giving off our coordinates. So I'm going to go back inside where I have shelter. That's the first thing you want to consider when you're in a survival situation is shelter is paramount. So I'm going back in the house here. I've paid my electric bill, and I have plenty of water, but I don't really like water. So I probably will not consume that at this point. But when you're a bachelor, you have to make do with what you have. That pistachio bread does look good, but my girlfriend, like I said, she won't be back for 4 to 5 days, and I may have to conserve that. So at this point, I'm going to lay down and try to make it through the night. Just hope that I have enough to survive.